We're just reaching some milestones here at the History of Philosophy podcast. In a couple of weeks, we'll be getting to episode 300, which is going to be a special two-part extravaganza featuring no fewer than 6 historians of philosophy talking about the relevance of what we've covered so far, ancient and medieval philosophy. After that, we'll be moving on to Byzantine philosophy, which will be a series of about 20 episodes, I think, followed by Renaissance philosophy. Meanwhile, volumes 2 and 3 of the books based on the podcast are about to appear in paperback next month with Oxford University Press. These cover Hellenistic and Roman philosophy and philosophy in the Islamic world. Available wherever good books are sold, which, thanks to the internet, now means pretty much everywhere, but do support your local bookstore, if you have one. Also, maybe most excitingly, we recently wrapped up Indian philosophy, a 62-episode series written together with Janardhan Ganeri that took us from the first Vedic texts and the Upanishads down to the Buddhist philosopher Dignaga. Just this past Sunday, we've launched another series on Africana philosophy, which I'm producing with Chike Jeffers of Dalhousie University. It will run for about the same length as the India series, and cover everything from prehistoric Africa and ancient Egypt to the political thought of the 20th century. All these episodes will be available on the website at historyofphilosophy.net. If you've been missing out on the Indian philosophy series and wonder where to find it, or want to jump in now that we have moved on to Africana philosophy, you should know that both series are released on a separate podcast feed from this one. The feed is called History of Indian and Africana Philosophy, and you can just search for it online or find the link on the podcast website. The Africana episodes will be released in alternating weeks with the Byzantine and then the Renaissance episodes, just as we've been alternating between medieval and India for a couple of years. Eventually, I hope to expand to another series on Chinese philosophy or possibly East Asian philosophy in general, which would be on that same podcast feed, but that would be a ways off still, of course. And finally, a word about all this from my non-existent sister.